You're looking live at the virtual paperclip between North Carolina and the Commonwealth of Virginia. It is the Martinsville Speedway. As long as they've been slinging the clay or created NASCAR's sanctioning body, they have raced here at Martinsville. We welcome you to coverage of the 4th annual Virtual AI Valley Star Credit Union 300, the best virtual late model stock car drivers in the land of the Southeast U.S. are ready to battle here on feature night. Preliminaries were last night, 425 lap heat races, top 6 made it in, and now 24 charter members of the Fraternal Order of Virtual Go Fast are ready to giddy up and gallop around the paperclip half-mile pavement concrete oval. That is the Martinsville Speedway. Welcome to our coverage. I'm Wesley Outland, joined alongside Cody Deemers. Cody, you can just feel the electricity. I know we're a little bit behind schedule, but we are just amped. We are excited. We are ready for the C4 to light for this big race tonight here at Martinsville, buddy. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Yep, I'm getting getting some things behind the scenes up and running so you can see everything. And yeah, I mean, this was the 4th annual Valley Star Credit Union we've done. It's honestly crazy to think that we've done this 4 times, Wesley. I mean, this is the race that started Elevated TV, honestly. This is one of the very first AI races I thought about doing. This is one of the very first races that me and you ever worked together. When I posted this on Facebook, you were like, "Hey, man, you know, let's figure out a way I can get in there and do this with you." So it's awesome to know that this is our 4th year.
Yeah, and the history of this race has had some exciting moments, no doubt. We're ready to see what happens again. As like we mentioned, the preliminaries were last night. In the past, we've tried to put it all in one day. We were trying to do that on Sunday, but I had some other things going on. I know Cody did as well. He raced, by the way, man. Let me give you some shout outs, bro. Let me give you a round of applause. Didn't you say congratulations are in order? Runner up in the points for the Thunder Roadsters at Anderson. Thank you, man. Good job.
Yeah, I actually got my trophy at practice Friday night, and we got all that done. And yeah, I mean, I couldn't do it without, you know, the help from all my sponsors and the people that are behind me. I mean, John Robbins has been one of them guys that's been my main man in my corner, and he's helped me ever since the way, and I've had to race him, so that's kind of been the hard part, is trying to beat him with his own setup. So and you know, it is what it is. But yeah, and then we got Winchester next weekend, and then we're off until the new year. So and it's crazy to think that we're already at the end of race season. I know you kind of talked about it the other day when you were like, "Man, Wake County's over with for the year." Like it's already here. Like it was just here and now it's gone. So yeah, can't wait for next year, that's for sure.
And one of the things that obviously nobody really, I mean, I will say this: we are a victim of our own demise because, you know, I announce racing sports full time. If it's not racing, it's basketball. After football transitions to basketball. Then we're back into racing again. Racing becomes baseball, softball, lacrosse. I call all different fixtures diversities of obviously sports. But with that being said, we live in a world today where the racing faucet does not end. We see more promoters, more tracks taking gambles, running races in the wintertime, starting earlier than they plan to, or having specials. And, you know, I don't know, man. I remember back in the day where, like, okay, there might have been the Thanksgiving Classic or the big race, but bottom line, everybody took a break around Labor Day after September, right? And then there was the big races like this one at Martinsville, or Southern National, Thanksgiving Classic, or Caraway, or the Myrtle Beach 400, now the South Carolina 400 at Florence. You name it, right? The Snowball Derby. But now it is just a congestion of everybody wanting to run a big race. They want to do one. Well, you want to do one. I'm going to do one better. And one thing for certain, though, you'll never take away the most prestigious NASCAR late model stock car race in the world. We've done it on iRacing for 4 years now, and obviously I just enjoy it. It's going to be a fun one. We're ready to see what goes on. Listen, we're done jawing. Let's take a look at weather conditions and the race analysis for tonight. Here it is, presented by Stagger Pro Motorsports. Weather conditions are exactly the same, temp and track temp at 68. All right. Wind speed, windy tonight, a lot windy than it was last night. 12, 11 mile an hour tailwind down the back straightaway. What will it be like for those cars fighting, entering, tight end, loose off center? We'll see that tonight as it's still shooting up to 13 miles an hour. A breezy night in virtual Ridgeway, Virginia is actually where this track is. Martinsville Speedway. Let's take a look at the race information presented by Elevated TV. 24 cars out of how many? What, four? How many? What was it? 40 cars in temp?
Well, it was
or 24.
47 cars. And we took and broke that into 4 heats and took the top 6 from each heat. No LCQ, because the LCQs, man, I'm glad they took them away in real life, and we took them away on here, and that knocked her down to our 24-car field.
Well, anyhow, 200 laps, 24 cars. There will be a stage caution at lap 100 and competition caution with 25 to go at lap 175. Caution laps do count. No fast repair, 1 set of tires. Okay? This is going to be interesting, and I'm going to see if we're actually going to see somebody actually try to use a set.
Yes, for sure.
So,
I'm kind of excited to see if we're going to see somebody even try it.
So here's what's going on. Jacob Hebner has locked himself in. He is on the pole in the number 95 because he was the fast qualifier. So what happened is we ran the 4 heat races last night. Top 6 from the 4 heats made it in. Those 24 drivers then re-qualified. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we will introduce the starting lineup, the opening ceremonies, and the command for the big one. The 4th annual virtual AI Valley Star Credit Union 300 from Martinsville. Elevated TV, CRN, we're just getting started at the paperclip. Stay with us, we're back in a moment.
That still Martinsville 4 wide on the run down into the back straightaway. Demerit's looking for a line as well. What is going on in Michigan?
Novak into the fence. They're still beating and banging.
Oh
and to the line.
He is much faster coming through there. Is there damage on Challenger? Abramitis is ahead. There's going to be a race to the line. Who is going to get it?
Here at Martinsville Speedway, getting ready for that 4th annual virtual AI Valley Star Credit Union 300. Cody Demers, I'm Wesley Outland. Driver analyst Braxton DeWeese is supposed to be joining us momentarily if he can finish up with Iracing to be able to make it. Ladies and gentlemen, without a further ado, we're ready to go with the starting lineup for this race. I can't hear you.
Like I said, we got pre-race if you want to do pre-race.
So we're not going to do driver intros right now. We're going to do pre-race first. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go trackside and do pre-race ceremonies, invocation, national anthem. Proud to be an American, real life or virtual, and it is go time in Martinsville as we introduce the starting lineup next.
Standing as Lieutenant Colonel Ed Hamlin, Deputy.
I don't hear anything, Cody. No prayers.
No excitement like tonight's race. We pray that you would be with the drivers and the crews, keeping them safe. And on the eve of 9/11, we pause to remember those who died.
As the Fort Lee Non-Commissioned Officers Academy presents our nation's colors. Please remain standing as Lieutenant Colonel Ed Hamlin, Deputy Command Chaplain, Military District, Washington, D.C., offers tonight's invocation.
Please join me in prayer. Almighty God, thank you for this evening and how you created us to have fun and no excitement like tonight's race. We pray that you would be with the drivers and the crews, keeping them safe. And on the eve of 9/11, we pause to remember those who died and those family members left. Hold them up. We pray for those servicemen and women who are in harm's way this evening. Watch over each one and their families as they wait upon them. God, give us a good evening this evening. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Here to honor America with a performance of our national anthem, please welcome the U.S. National Marine Corps Band.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, opening ceremonies with the invocation of the national anthem have now subsided, and it is now time to get ready to grid the 24 best for the 4th edition of the virtual AI Valley Star Credit Union 300 here at the paperclip that is Martinsville Speedway. As the drivers get ready to line up behind the pace car, remember we went from 57 drivers down to 24 after the end of 47 drivers, down to 24 drivers ready to make it into this race. It should be an exciting one. We hope you are ready. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to cue up some exciting intro music and give you the starting lineup for the 4th annual Virtual AI Valley Star Credit Union 300. When you're ready, Maestro. Nope. Gotta hear that music. Gotta get excited. Any moment, everybody. Stay with us. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup. Starting shotgun on the field of the number 24 position in row number 12 from Mooresville, North Carolina. It is the Bass Pro Shops Tracker Boat Sun Drop number 8 for Junior Motorsports. It is Caden Quapple. Brother Carson has won this race before and the AI version. To the inside, Lost Music. To the inside in the number 007X machine, the Valley Distributors, Oxford, Maine, Bush Beer entry. That is Thomas Bean. Row 11 for Junior Motorsports from Hampton, Virginia, a multi-time winner on the Cars Tour, champion of the NASCAR Late Models Advanced Auto Parts Series, and the Virginia Triple Crown champion this year as well. The number 88 Bass Pros, Tracker Boats, Sundrop, Rotor Rooter, Junior Motorsports, number 88 it is, the driver, Connor Hall. To his inside, lost in music again. I don't know why it keeps going in and out. To his inside, a multi winner this year of the ZMAX Cars Tour. The number 81 from Manassas, Virginia. It is the BDL Motorsports Solid Rock Carriers Mini T's Tire and Auto of Mini Tyrell. Row number 10, starting 20th from Forest Hill, Maryland. In the Barnes Auto Paving Air Doug YouTube number 88. It is Air Doug Barnes. Is inside from Mullins, South Carolina. In the Aaron's Sales Lease and Rental Renegade Racing Fuel number 95 with Chad McCumbee as the car owner, it is Sam Yarborough. He'll start 19th. Row number 9, lost the music again. I don't know why it keeps doing it. Row number 9, starting 18th, it is Riley Gentry in the 09. To his inside, the man that has dominated this year on the ARCA program. He's done well in late models, Cars Tour champion, and more. From Chesapeake, Virginia, it is Butterbean Brendan Queen, the Lee William Performance Falsing Fence Company, BRCLeafCars.com, number 03. Butterbean is ready. Moving on to row number 8. No music now. I don't know if you know that. Just do a different song if you can, Cody. Oh, okay, I can't. Oh, okay. Now, row number 8, starting 16th. It is going to be the driver in the Jones Utilities Grand Entry number 67 of Cameron Boland. To his inside, Connor Branch. He'll start 15th in the Off-Roads Outlaws number 7 machine, ready on the inside. Moving on to row number 7, starting 14th from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, the Beesmer Tire and Auto, number 04. It is Ronnie Bassett Jr. And to his inside, the man from up in the Northeast, or the Midwest actually, father, son, ready, the All Construction Incorporated Gym 97. Let's get up to Jason Kitzmiller. He'll start 13th. Starting on the outside of row number 6, halfway home with the lineup. Starting 12th, the man resides out of course, Roanoke, originally Draper, Virginia. Never count out the Franklin County phenom. That is Kyle Dudley into his inside in the car number 31. Care Coffees Auto Repair, Vin Stackers, number 31. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the driver of Cole Bruce. And now your top 10. From Danville, Virginia, a multi-time champion of the NASCAR Advanced Auto Parts Weekly Series National Championship. South Boston, big races here and more. The Danville Toyota, number 26. And don't forget about the delicious food that is Clarence's Steakhouse just down the road from Martinsville. It is Peyton Sellers. To his inside. Had a pretty good solid finish in the real race last week. He's ready to roll here now in the 00. It is the Better Corporation Wyatt 00. Ladies and gentlemen, Virginia's Chase Burrow. He'll start 9th, starting 8th outside row number 4. The driver of the car number 05, the green and yellow and black. AA Contractors number 05. This is Mason Bailey. Starting 7th on the grid, the number 14. A multi-champion of the Cars Tour this year. He has won in pro late models, super late models, late model stocks, you name it. He's driven it, he's done it. From Greenville, North Carolina, originally, now from Trinity, North Carolina, it is Jared Fryer. To his outside, starting in the number 6 position, a former winner of the Valley Star Credit Union 300, ready to roll back again to the number 5, Kiker Motorsports Lee Pulliam Performance number 5. It is the man right there of Mr. Lee Pulliam. To his inside, from Sobo, South Boston, Virginia, one of the most greatest veteran, nicest men you could ever meet on a racetrack. In the pits or in the car, the Caldwell Banker Elite, number 17. He's been running a long time. It is Sobo, Virginia, Stacy Puryear. He starts 6th. Row number 2 on the 4th position, the Leisure Time Reynolds, number 15. Flying Ryan Millington, he comes to us out of Statesville, North Carolina. To his inside, starting 3rd. Driver of the car, number 12. Autos by Nelson Harrison's Workwear, Slinger Speed Co. Number 12 machine. Ladies and gentlemen, a former man that dominated in the modifieds, now in late models, and he's won this race before. A former UA Race Stars late model champion. It is Jake the Snake Crum. And now your front row. Starting shotgun on the field. By the way, those are your 4 heat race winners. And then they they requalified after the heats last night. Your front row is set in the POTUS BC Kids Ross Dalton Racing Driver Development number 50 star. The man has ran everything from mini stocks and now the late models. It is the number 50 of Chuck Wall. To his inside, starting on the provisional pole, in the number 95, JHGD Raps, number 95. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Virginia's Jacob Hevner. There is the starting lineup as we await the command. Count it down with me, everybody. The anticipation is building. We'll do it together on 3, 2, 1. Drivers, start your engines. It's go time in the virtual Valley Star 300. The cars roar to life. The field begins to roll. This is what we've been setting ourselves up for right here. This is what it's all about right here, Cody. One of the biggest faucet events we do yearly is this one. And we're looking forward to having a fun one here tonight, buddy.
Oh, yeah, baby. As DW says, it's time, it's ready, let's go racing, let's turn them loose for 200 big ones here at Martinsville.
Yeah. Let's hit a boogity and meet you there and strap them bull belts tight and all that good stuff. And, yeah.
Racing bouncing.
Remember, 200 laps, competition caution at halfway, lap 100, lap 175, another competition caution, one set of tires, no fast repairs, caution laps count. What is there, 3 attempts at overtime? One?
I believe one.
One attempt at overtime. I know we ain't going to try to be out here all night long. Hopefully, these guys will play nice. Lights are off for the pace car. It is onto the pit lane. Ladies and gentlemen, here they come around 3 and 4, the paperclip. Martinsville Speedway, the 4th commencement of the virtual AI Valley Star Credit Union 300 is green. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a virtual race. We're underway. Gotta love those camera angles. Gotta love the excitement building as Jacob Hebner, Chuck Wall, dead heat side by side, working in the turn number 1 and 2. Hebner on the whole shot. He'll lead the opening lap as Wall powers back as they go into turn 3. 2 laps in this time by 198 to go.
Hefner Wall side by side as they work side by side back down the front straightaway. Hefner not giving it up. Oh, baby! Wall already pitching down on the 95 there off into 2.
They're already putting himself under the gun, had to fight back. He'll do it. As I work the way again back around here. Still a long way to go in this race. Remember, patience is key. 24 drivers now working their way into turn number 1 and 2. Look at Stacy Puryear. He'll make a move on Wall. He's got Crum on the outside. It's here side by side going to 3.
Puryear in that number 17. Him at Carteret County Speedway, one of the nicest guys you could ever meet there. Jake Crum on that outside, that Nelson Motorsports number 12. Wilkins right behind them, the 14 and the 5. And I believe that's Millington out there on the outside. Millington looking to the outside, but Wall still in tow of the race.
What a talent indeed. Working his way around the racetrack here. Here at Martinsville. Still a long way to go in this one. Remember what we talked about. Patience, a virtue to put yourself in the win column here tonight. Remember, lap number 100. And I think that's the smart thing to do right now. Am I right, Cody? That's the smart play. Get yourself to halfway.
I don't know. Chuck Wall in that Lost Dog Racing League said this is go time lap of 8 as he's trying to battle here with the 95. The racers are down the back straightaway. Here comes Puryear as well.
Yeah, I just wonder if you need to be careful, right? You don't want to wear your tires out.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't want to wear your tires out so early, right? I mean, that's what I'm thinking here. Yeah, man, think about that.
You only got one set, so you got to be patient. You got to know when to use it. I mean, you got to pick either that lap 100 or that lap 175 mark. You know what? If I'm some of these guys, you know, I'm sure some of these guys may take them at lap 100, but if you're smart, you're going to take them at that lap 75 where you got that 25 lap shoot. Comes Puryear putting his nose in the mix. And meanwhile, right behind him, Wesley, still side by side.
Yes, sir. So 10 laps into this one. In this race, as they work their way again down the back straightaway, up in front, Jacob Hebner. Here's that battle now, Jared Fryer and Jake Crum going at it for 4th and 5th as they work again side by side off of turn 4. Everybody using the 3 C's. Calm, cool, collected right now here at Martinsville as they work again down the back straightaway.
Yeah, Puryear just getting around that 50 star of Chuck Wall, the delicate stop racer, and he's trying to go chase down Hefner here on lap 12, and Courier not wasting no time, Leslie. He wants to go to the front. He's trying to get around Hefner now as he has caught him.
Hefner, Pure Gear, Wall, Crum, Fryer, top 5, Pulliam, Millington, Bailey, Bruce, and Kitzmiller. Your top 10. That's the way it stands right now as they put another lap on the board here at the virtual Martinsville Speedway. There is still a lot of racing left to go here, but right now everybody is even Steven, and Hefner shows the way in the 95. Right.
They're all kind of, it's a long race now. We got to be patient. On the back up to that 5. Oh, Millington going to get the 5 shot there off the
Bedford might have to reset to go again here. As Hefner in the lead right now in that top spot. Side by side, there goes Kitzmiller down at the bottom. He's got a battle now with Bruce. What a solid run there for the 97. Here's a guy that honestly, you know, Cody, you never know when you're going to see him. He runs in ARCA. He runs in the Pro Cup Series. He's ran in the Cars Tour. He's ran in the Grand National Super Series. The Kitzmiller family right there on that racetrack of that 97 on the track right now. Battling with Bruce, and here comes another man. P.S. Peyton Sellers is into the battle as they work to get in 4.
Yeah, I also want to point out about number 4, Messina Dudley, the Franklin County guy. The first time I ever heard of Kyle Dudley, I was watching a Buck Wild episode on YouTube. Franklin County. Never even knew about the place. Didn't know what it was. Watched the Buck Wild, and I honestly wish they'd have stayed doing them because it was really interesting watching their racetrack.
It really was. It was a fun time. Jacob Hefner from Dallas, North Carolina. I think I said he was from Virginia. My apologies. He's from Dallas, North Carolina. And doing a phenomenal job right now, leading in the 95 machine, followed by Sobo, Virginia, Stacy Puryear, Chuck Wall in the Ross Dalton Racing number 50 entry. What a good, solid run for him right now. This is not a mini stock car, and right now he looks really good going around this racetrack.
Yeah, Chuck Wall all over the back bumpers. This has actually allowed Jake Crum and Fryer to actually catch the corner right there all by himself. That's your top 6. I mean, this is a heat race last night. These 6 guys will be set. But the 5 machine right there all by him, Lonesome. Millington kind of backed off. Maybe knowing, hey, there's a long ways to go. Still got to save my tires, and knows I don't need to push it a lot. But everybody kind of single file me the close battle with 12 points between Bruce and Dudley.
And by the way, the driver from Arcadia, North Carolina, originally from Winston-Salem, it was Chuck Wall that got to drive one of the Ross Dalton Racing cars at Martinsville last weekend in the 50.
Yep. That was pretty cool. Riley Neal actually drove the other 50 car.
Yes. Riley Neal, former NASCAR weekly champion at the Rookie of the Year, former NASCAR Advanced Auto Parts National Rookie of the Year is what I was going to say, Riley Neal. As right now they work off of turn 4, back down the front straightaway. Hefner, Pure Gear, Wall, Crum, Fryer, top 5. We're already 25 laps into this thing here, Cody, on the back straightaway.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy that we're 26 laps in, and everybody's actually keeping it pretty clean. Nobody's been, all over the place. We still got a few side-by-side battles, and looks like Pure Gear, he's trying to reel back in Hefner as they work back into 3 and 4 and bringing Wall and Crum with them as well. We may end up having a 4 or 5 car battle here for too long.
Down to the inside, heading to lap number 30. It is Hefner still in the top spot. Stacy Puryear, Chuck Wall. All this going on as these guys work again back around the corner. Another lap on the board. Still continuing to see Hefner open up about 6/7 of a second on Puryear. Then it's Wall back about a second in the 50. Crum about 1.3 seconds, 2 seconds back, Jared Fryer. And let me be honest here to our audience and to you as well, my color guy, producer Cody. They're doing exactly what they need to do right now. They're just riding. They're just riding. That's all they need to do is just ride out here right now. That's it.
Yeah, and if you remember last year, Wesley, they rode the whole 175 laps, and then the last 75 laps took us literally 45 minutes to get through because it couldn't start crashing. So definitely hopefully we have a better race this year, which right now we're doing a lot better as you see Wall trying to get back to Puryear, and Puryear trying to get to Hefner, but Wall's right there on the back bumper, but he's keeping that little bit of pressure on the 17, but not a lot of pressure to cause a mistake.
And back at it again, down to the inside. This is the 4th annual virtual AI Valley Star Credit Union 300. If you're listening on the radio, we need to pause quickly for station identification. We are still going at it here at Martinsville. Still a long way to go. Hefner, Puryear, Wall, Crum, Fryer from Martinsville. We're back in just a second. Stay with us, everyone.
This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
If you're listening on the radio, Comets Football Weekly from Vincent's Pub and Eatery earlier tonight. Racing now with the virtual AI Valley Star 300. Coming up immediately following that will be coverage of volleyball. Somebody asked me via text what time we're going live. We'll be live roughly around after 11 o'clock, I think, for volleyball. And we'll put it all back on replay for the rest of the night on the radio at 87.9 FM. We are CRN.com. I am Wesley Outland. Cody Deemers alongside. Thank you for joining us here at the Paperclip. It's the 4th annual edition of the Valley Star Credit Union 300 AI version. And right now, if you will, Cody, it has been Jacob Hefner dominating. Look at this, our next big crown jewel race, 3 days long. Tell them about the world of the virtual Winchester 400, the run for the rifle. Yes, Thompson Speedway is the closest proximity of configuration to Winchester. Now I'm understanding Winchester's coming to iRacing, though. 40 laps into this race next time by. No change in the top 5. Hefner, Puryear, Wall, Crum, and Fryer. But I do know Winchester is coming to iRacing. It's just not dropped yet. Yeah. You better put it in your schedule to check it out because we're looking forward to it. As right now, we're kind of just pacing ourselves, right? That's exactly what we're watching. Everybody patiently working around the racetrack. I had a feeling we were going to see this. Here's that stretch of the race where everybody is just being nice. You always hear me say, be nice, everybody. Be nice. That's exactly what they're doing right now on the racetrack. Thought about making it. Here he comes. So you knew he was going to try to go for it. Just got to reset again here and start over. Don't want to be too aggressive, too quick. It's Pure Year now going down to the inside. You want to talk about a legendary driver? That is Stacy Pure Year. He is the man up in front right now. Hello to the Champ Vlogs, Marissa Eldridge. Hello, Marissa. Big Red says yeet. I think that's a wrestling term, isn't it? Yeet. 4 letters, 1 word, yeet. I think it is. Hey, by the way, matter of fact, WWE was in Raleigh last night. Raw was in Raleigh. Yeah, Raw's War. They don't call it Raw's War no more. They're going to call it Raw, yeah.
I think WrestleMania is coming to Indianapolis this year, so I'm not sure.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Indianapolis will be in Vegas, and then they got 2 years in Saudi Arabia, buddy. They sold out.
I know I seen something about WWE coming to Indy.
So there was I don't want to get off subject because we got to call a race. 50 laps into this thing here by 150 laps to go. I will tell you this, though. I know that there was a contract signed for Lucas Oil Stadium to have Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, and WrestleMania. WrestleMania has not happened yet. They've done SummerSlam. They've done the Royal Rumble. 51 of 200 laps. We are, if you want to do the math, 1/4 of the way through. 3/4 remain. And right now, Jacob Hebner, the man out of Dallas, North Carolina, leads the way. But Cody, Stacy Pure Year is right there on his back door going after him again.
Well, it's kind of crazy because the top 5, you can throw a blanket over them. I mean, they're within, I would say 1/10 of each other on lap times. I mean, really, your top what, 8, 7 are within 1/10 of each other in times as far as lap times that they're running consistently. So, I mean, it's been a really interesting thing. I mean, I think everybody's riding right now. Everybody's saving, waiting for that lap 100 caution. I'm kind of interested to see if anybody's even going to attempt to come down pit road at lap 100. I don't think they are.
Well, remember, we talked about that. Remember, I said, are they going to come down to the pit lane? Will we see guys take on tires, or will they just stay on that idea? I question the same thing here, Cody.
Yeah, I mean, and Pure Year, I mean, he's running hard, but he's not running like a hard enough to burn his tires up. I mean, he's staying right there with Hefner, but he's also, I mean, like that last lap right there, he was 2/10 faster than Hefner. That lap, he was still 2/10 faster than Hefner. So he's right there with Hefner, but Hefner's also right there with Pure Year, and that's the hard part. When you're so close in times, you got it's like you say, it's one thing to catch somebody, but it's another to get around.
Right. So glad you're joining us as we continue to watch these drivers battle towards the halfway mark. Remember, lap 100 in about less than, 43 laps from now. We will see the competition caution unless we get something on the track to happen. There it is. There's the countdown. 143 to go. Halfway break. And Cody, remember, in years past, it's like a 10, 15-minute break. We're not doing that this year. Obviously, we're stretched for time, but they're going to come down pit lane if they choose to, make pit stop, take on tires and fuel, and then you get your butt back out there and go that last 100 laps. And remember, there will be another competition caution with 25 to go at lap 175, unless there's an organic caution on its own.
And I really don't think we're going to see a crazy caution. I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but I don't think we're going to see something that's going to be wild enough to make it where we don't have the competition caution at lap 175. And I think Perrier is burning his stuff up, Wesley. He is slowed down big time. I mean, right now, Jake Crum is faster than your top three. Consistently faster. He's a good almost 4 or 5 tenths faster than your top three.
We are hoping that that Braxton DeWeese will be able to join us. We are still, if you will, rolling into this thing here. And I am so impressed. I'll be honest with you, Cody, with the work that we're seeing Jacob Hebner do, but now it's all going away because Stacy Perrier has methodically been patient. He's waited for the right time, and at lap number 62, he goes after the leader. Stacy Perrier, lead change here in the Valley Star 300, the 17 and the 95, side by side.
Yeah, and after working that outside line, making it work, trying to get something done, but I don't think he's going to get to it. Here comes Chuck Wall as well. Chuck Wall going to throw his nose into it. Perrier going to clear, move Perrier to lead. Hefner back to second. Chuck Wall stays the same.
Another lap. Right now, look at Perrier down to the inside. Hefner, will he go high? Will he go low? He is on the bottom. Here comes Chuck Wall. And look at lap traffic up ahead. They're seeing tail lights. The front three are as they work into again. Crum and Fryer now battle for fourth and fifth for the back straightaway off toe.
Jacob Hefner, Chuck Wall battling for second, third. Fryer trying to go around Crum. Crum trying to catch these two too. These two are also trying to catch Perrier. Wall wants to take that RDR to the first virtual AI Valley Star Credit Union win. Perrier also looking for his first win here in the Valley Star Credit Union virtual version. You got to think, the closest guy that has won the race that's in the field is Wesley has won the race.
Well, are you talking about a virtual or real life?
The virtual race.
No, because what? Jessica Cann's won. Carson Crumple's won.
He got knocked out.
Hell, what was the Carson Crumple? He's not even in the race. Yep. There they are. Those are your three former winners. Crazy that we've been doing this for 4 years now. You know that?
I know. That's what I was just thinking about. And Perrier is driving away from these guys. 70 laps in, lap traffic coming up, and I think you're going to see lap traffic.
Getting good to the neighborhood. I don't mean Applebee's.
It's crazy to think it's took them 70-some laps to catch lap traffic, but
that's right.
That shows the level of talent. That just shows why these guys made the race. Biggest mover right now is going to be Brino. Sitting in that 12th position, moved up 5 spots. Right now is going to Cole Bruce in that 31 machine, losing 5 spots this year. Definitely a struggle for them too. It's caught a lot of traffic this now.
And we are heading towards the halfway mark of this race at lap 75. By the way, we're 75 laps into this thing, coming up here in another couple of circuits, and we're only 25 laps into it. So impressive. But just what a great job by these guys, right? Patience by everybody out there. That's why we're seeing what we're seeing right now, I believe.
You got Pierre here trying to work it. Hall's not making it easy. Hall's like, you're not going to lose a lap, but you're going to have to earn it. That's allowing Chuck Law to catch that 17 machine as well.
Yeah, what is it they say? You're gonna have to fight me for it. I'm not just gonna give it up.
Oh, here comes Paul.
Unbelievable. Here he comes. He'll go after him again. Watch this. Wow. Carrier, look at Chuck Wall up to second. Hefner right there in mix at Jacob Hefner down to the inside. And look at Connor Hall. He might be going a lap down here. He's struggling big time for the Junior Motorsports machines. Not only Connor Hall, but also the driver of Caden Quaffle down the back straightaway too here, Cody.
Go in the pits here at that lap 100 mark and trying to figure something out. That 12 machine, there's Fryer also on the outside.
And right now, look at this on the inside. Look at here's Hefner, and look at now Jacob Ebner trying to run down Chuck Wall. Chuck Wall trying to run down the leader, Carrier, and they got Connor Hall at the pick on the bottom. And Quaffle. Junior Motorsports cars up ahead, up in turn 1, and the leaders take them.
Because after being on the outside and the slower car being on the bottom, here goes Wall. Wall comes to the bottom.
Who will it be to get this thing done right now? Solid run being made by these guys. Hey, thanks so much, everybody that's watching, listening. Cody Demers, I'm Leslie Outland. Hopefully, we'll be joined by Braxton DeWeese before this race concludes. And right now, Stacy Puregear up in front. You want to talk about a talented guy, and it's got some amazing credentials. Cody, it's Stacy Puregear. You think of Puregear race parts, you think of what he's done. Racing for close to over, it's 30 years. It's got to be more than that. I remember watching him race when I was a kid.
Yeah, no, Puregear, I watched Puregear plenty of times at Corner County. Talented race car driver. For him to be as old as he is, he's still doing it.
Just one of the nicest people that you could ever want to meet. God-fearing Christian man, has Puregear race parts in South Boston, Virginia, races at South Boston Speedway, runs all over. Just a super great guy, super great family for that matter. And Stacy Puryear has done everything from NASCAR to grassroots, if you didn't know.
You do now.
Puryear breaks Park's entry, number 17. There he is in the lead. As there goes Chuck Wall. Here comes another guy, right? Chuck Wall. He normally, from Arcadia, North Carolina, driving the Ross Dalton Racing, driving the element number 50. And he's a mini stock guy. He's had more success at mini stocks than four cylinders and Mod 4s. And right now, he is in the number 2 position as Hefner and Crum. Here comes Jake the Snake. Autos by Nelson, number 12. Carson Lofton might not have made the show, but the backup car or the secondary car did. And here comes Jake Crum. He's won this race before on the inside of Hefner for third.
Battle for the lead too with the 50 and the 17. We got a battle for third with Hefner and Crum. Fire putting his nose into it right behind him. We got Pulliam. I believe that's Millington battling as well. So battle after battle after battle. Chuck Wall is still in tow of that number 17.
And we're under 10 remaining to the halfway break. Laps to go next time by. As again, we have already ran 31 minutes into this 200 lapper and already closing in on halfway. I think it's a calm race right now. We've seen some exciting moments, but it's been calm. Everybody's respecting each other. But I think throw it out the window when we get going here later tonight.
I think he sat back there, methodically waited, been patient, saved his tires, and now it's go time as he's just going to push right on past Chuck Wall.
Puryear in the lead. Fighting through lap traffic, getting around already Connor Hall. He's a lap down. He's going to go after the other JRM entry of Caden Quapple, if he can. And by the way, remember, Connor Hall, if he can hold on, he'll get his lap back. This is key. Can he do that? Get your lap back. That's the question.
I think something worked there in that 88 machine. He's still trying to get around the 17 again to get his lap back so he can stay on the lead lap as he keeps the only car a lap down. But I mean, we got a battle here for second and third with Crum trying to get around him. And buddy, we got a Hornets chance right here around the race.
And closing in on the final lap before the competition caution. 4 letters, 1 word. Yet. Did he say yet? 4 letters, 1 word. Yet. He mean G. Yeah. It's just me. Hey, doing the day 1-ish, I think is the stuff that people do today. Oh well. Down the back straightaway. Puryear, Wall, Crum, they're going at it. I question some of the stuff we see in the WWE now, but I mean, I question a lot of things in life in general. Coming to the line, halfway, this time by, 100 laps completed, 100 to go, caution is out. So Caden Quapple holds off the leader Puryear to stay on the tail end of the lead lap, and the free pass will go to Connor Hall. And everybody with 100 laps completed Cody, are going to go back on the lead lap here.
Y'all, that's the crazy part. Only one car. We're going to give Gabe Probable a free pass.
Now the question is, who is going to pit? And here they come. Wow.
I guess that answers our question.
So we see pit stops. Yes, sir. Look at this. They're all coming in. By the way, Connor Hall back on the lead lap. Everybody is going to get their lap back as we see pit stops happening. Remember, they get 4 tires, fuel, and look at Stacy Pure here. Already out first. Jake Crum down second. Lee Pulliam in the dance now for third. Chuck Wall, Jared Fryer. You were saying, Cody.
Lee Pulliam went from 7th place to 3rd place off a pit road strategy. Tell
off
me that's
the pit
not
lane.
That is not. Tell me that isn't impressive. That shows why he's the man he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are taking a break. When we come back to racing the second half of the virtual AI Valley Star Credit Union 300. Stay with us. Stacy Pure, probably, and I say this in no disrespect, one of the most respected, wisest men of the field, taking the youngsters and veterans to school. It is Pure in the pits first, out first. He leads at Martinsville. We're back in a moment. This have to renew. Back here in Martinsville, ladies and gentlemen, you ain't missed anything except everybody getting ready to get restacked side by side. The juice rule coming up. Cody, you're taking the first 100 laps here at Martinsville. It's been very quiet. We've had some exciting moments at times, but it's been a very calm race. Everybody's respecting one another. I think all that's about to go out the window here as we move in to the second half of the race, brother.
Yeah, I'm kind of expressing.
Tell you something, brother. We're talking about racing, brother.
I'm kind
okay,
of
go ahead.
Expressing to see what that.
Look at this Miami split.
Pulliam is really impressed me here. Chuck Wall has impressed me. Even Dudley's now in the mix. So
yes.
I mean, there's 3 good cars right there that I think have got a shot to win this thing. And then that 12 machine, keep your eyes on him. Don't count him out either.
It just seemed like everybody from 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 inside, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 outside, splitting on single file. You saw that unison split, and we're coming back to the United Reynolds restart zone. Here comes the field. Back to green at Martinsville. Ready to settle. The 4th annual virtual AI 5, 400, 300. Holy cow, I lost the lap count. It's not 500, it's not 400, it's 300. It's the 30th edition this past winter, the past week, by the way. 30 years they've been doing this race in real life.
Two by two. From not giving up Carrier, right there as well on the inside of Wall. Wall not giving up on the outside.
By the way, you know, I'm a diehard Braves fan, even though they suck, you know what, this year. But my second favorite team is the Boston Red Sox. Boston did beat the Yankees. How about the damn Yankees? They got beat. So right now, Boston Red Sox is leading the series of the wild card 1-0. How about the Cubs winning?
Oh yeah, the Cubs winning 3-2. How about this impressive side-by-side battle for the last 6 laps?
Yes, I love it. I told you it's going to get good. Look at Puryear and Crum side by side. One lap it's Crum, the next lap it's Puryear. Crum on the outside. That's the Auto Nelson secondary car. Because remember, Carson Lofton didn't make the race. But Jake Crum did. Jake the Snake, a former winner, a former UARA Stars late model champion on the high side, battles Puryear door to door as they go into one again.
Puryear not giving up. Look at, here's Hefner. Hefner back in the mix. They're still side by side there. They went back in turn number 3 and Wall right there. And if you're Chuck Wall or you're Jacob Hefner, you're like, somebody's got to do something here.
I'm loving it. As right now, Puryear down to the inside, battles again with Crum. Here comes Wall, back on the bottom. Look at Hefner, Jacob Hefner, and Pulliam right there. Keep it on the 5. This guy's he knows how to get it done. He's won this race before. Lee Pulliam Performance, Geiger Motorsports number 5. I remember back in the day in when was it? What do you think, Cody? 2000, at least 2009 to 2013, 2014, something like that era. When you saw the Geiger Motorsports number 5, people were just, you could have wrote the check when you knew Lee Pulliam was going to be there. Bottom line.
Seeing
for the one car. He drove the one car for the longest time.
I always remember seeing the one car because I think he had a tree service on the side of his trailer.
Yep.
When you see that big old stack of trailer pull in with the tree service on the side, you knew he was there and ready for business. And these guys are still battling side by side as we work 82 laps. I can't talk because I'm impressed by watching the race.
Look at the 3-car battle now. How about Chuck Wall, mini stock star down to the inside, battle with Crum. And here comes Jared Pryor now up into the top 5 along with Hebner. Strong runs here. Here comes the 50 down to the bottom. They'll make the move on that 12 car. That's Crum up on the high side. Another lap on the board. They come back into corner number 1 and 2. Puryear down to the inside. He's got Crum now on the outside. Bottom of the racetrack is the 50 of Chuck Wall. Whoa! He squeezed in between them. Oh, give room to Puryear and Crum, and he did it. Oh, that could have been disastrous. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Oh, yeah. That could have been a big one right there. And remember, they don't have any fast repairs, so you've been on the damage clock trying to get your damage fixed. So, same ball. Here comes Fryer. He's putting his nose in the battle, too. Puryear starting to check out once again. I will say this. Jake Jacob Hefner, the guy that started on the pole.
Yes. Yeah.
His car has gone from good to bad to worse. He's running 21-second lap times. That tells you how bad he is. And Crum is making that outside run. He's not giving up.
So I will tell you right now, Stacy Puryear now starting to pull away from Crum and Wall. Look at Fryer and Dudley. Jacob Hefner, I gotta wonder if there's a strategy right now with 75 to go for Jacob Hefner right now. I'm really wondering that, Cody, if there's a strategy here.
Something's got to be going on. I mean, he's running 20. Denver just won a 21-second lap. Hefner running a 21-second lap. These guys are starting to strategize a little bit because Trump went from second, now he's throwing back all the way to third. He's falling like a train that fell off the tracks.
Yeah. I'm caught in a trap. I can't walk out. All right, and there you go. Hello, Elvis, for you. Tiger, thank you very much. I'm here all night. 70 to go. Well, I'm not going to be here all night. Puryear right down there leading the way. Now it's about 1.7 seconds over Chuck Wall. Stacey Puryear saw the battle that was going on with those guys. He's hightailed it. He's out of here. Here he is. Back straight away as now Jacob Hefner down on the inside of Crum's car. Auto Spinels and Harrison's Workwear. Solid Rock Carriers. Hello to Kirk and Lynette Ibach. You're one of the greats of racing with Solid Rock Carriers there right now on the car number 12 as well. And how about Kyle Dudley? What a strong run for the man from originally Draper, now Roanoke, Virginia. Looking strong in the number 5 position. It's Kyle Dudley behind him in 6th.
Yeah, definitely strong. I mean, again, coming from the little old track of Franklin County, Virginia to now racing at Martinsville. I mean, that's big numbers. That's big statements. Franklin County, not the easiest to get around though, but coming from a little old track in the woods to racing like Martinsville is a big statement as well. And I will say this, now that Chuck Wall and Jared Fryer have got the
He really is. I mean, I'm telling you, like, gone. Puryear in the lead, Wall second. Fryer, Hefner, Crum. Closing in on 65 to go. Here in Martinsville, they work again on 4. What a job. And by the way, it's been calm, it's been quiet. There you go, Wesley, you just jinxed it. And remember, I want to remind everybody, if we stay green for this long green flag duration, in about, 40 laps from now, you're going to see a competition caution with 25 to go. And that'll just make it become wild.
Yeah, for sure. I think we're going to have a good race if Wall can get on the outside of here. I really think Chuck Wall's got something up here. I just think when he gets to him, they get the lap traffic or the caution come out, or he just can't get that little bit of an edge to get to him. I think it's going to take something, get some, him driving off in there to get to him.
Closing in on 60 laps to go. 60 remaining. Just absolutely impressed with the drive we've seen here. There's no other words that I can say right now. I mean, I think we've done enough commercials at one time. I'm kind of content where we're at right now. So 60 to go. Perrier, Wall, Fryer, Hefner, Crum, top 5, Dudley, Queen, Branch, Pulliam, Sellers. Everybody's single file. They're going here now, and we're not done yet here. Still a long way to go. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but I promise you, when we get that competition caution at lap 175 with 25 to go, there's an option, right? There's a strategy. Do you come to pit road? Do you not come to pit road? Do you stay out on the racetrack? What do you want to do? You decide your fate here, Cody. Well, don't you be doing that to me. What the hell?
Excuse me. The question is, how many of these guys took their full tires? Did they come down pit road for gas, or did they come down pit road for tires, or did some take 2, did some take 1, some take 4? I mean, there's a lot of questions that come into play of what happened, what these guys did. So, if you're somebody like Perrier and you come down pit road and you didn't take gas, and you just took gas, no tires, that lap 25 is going to help you. But if you take the chance of coming down pit road and then nobody coming down pit road, you're going to go from first to probably 18th, 19th. So then you take the chances of stuff like that happening. So, I mean, there's a lot of strategy to come in. You say, oh, there's only 55 laps to go. They can make it. This is Martinsville. This isn't some local Saturday night short track race. This is Martinsville. This is the paperclip. This is the big, this is NASCAR, the NASCAR for them, for the late model guys. A lot of things that you got to play through your head.
You're exactly right. As we narrow it down to the finish of this one, 53 laps to go. It is Stacy Perrier still in the top spot. In the chat box, tell us who you're picking. Who will it be to win this thing on Elevated TV? Cody, we're closing in on 150 laps completed. 3/4 of the way down. 50 to go. Competition caution. Lap 175 with 25 remaining. But if you're holding back, you've got to show something now. And if you're Stacy Perrier, you're not going to let anybody get within your left or driver elbow to get around you. It ain't happening. It just ain't happening.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, you still gotta be patient. I mean, I honestly wouldn't push until that lap 25 mark. That's just me though.
Well, I will tell you this right now. If anybody's got anything for the Stacy Puryear car. I'm sorry, I was looking at some statistics here, Cody. I would tell you this much. I would say keep an eye on Jake Crum. Keep an eye on Jacob Hefner because I think they're playing awesome. I think they're hanging back. And I'll tell you another one that's really impressed me. Up 10 positions. He's climbing in 7th. Butterbean Brendan Queen. There he is. The man from Chesapeake, Virginia, from the Commonwealth. A multi-time late model champion at Langley. The Cars Tour. He's ran in NASCAR. Craftsman Truck Series competition. He has kicked butt and took names in ARCA this year. And with under 50 to go now, he has moved his way into the top 10 in 7th. He's rallying here, going after it out. Kyle Dudley down to the inside. Oh, and I'd say he's a dark horse as well.
Yeah, he's somebody you can't never count out. I mean, he has, like you said, kicked butt and taken names in the ARCA series. I mean, I think he's won 8 or 9 races this year. I mean, he's won Salem, he's won Dover, he's won, you name it, he's won I think he won both Kansas races.
Yes, he did.
So, I mean, that's a big thing right there. So, this guy's always been a talented driver. He's probably one of my favorite drivers in the late models. I was going to try to go to Salem and meet him and see him again, but I just didn't have the time to get down there. And I wish I could have made it because he won the dang thing. And I will say this. He is one of the most humble people you can ever meet. I mean, even in his interview, he said, strictly on the interview, that if Max Reeves wouldn't have done what happened to Max Reeves wouldn't have happened, he probably wouldn't be standing here talking to you. So, I mean, to me, that's a respect that he's earned and grew on other people.
.42 laps to go. And ironically, in an hour and 17 minutes, I'll be 42 years old, Cody.
Hey! Make sure you text Outland Wesley, not Outland Wellesley anymore.
Outland Wesley. Outland Wesley. Last name first, first name last.
but it's not Outland Wellesley anymore. He had to change his name a couple months ago.
Yeah, I finally got that damn freedom. Somebody was like, "Are you Wesley? Are you Wesley? Wesley? Weasley? Wesley?" I've had man, my name's been butchered any way you could think. Connor Hall, by the way, a lap down again. The second time tonight he's got a lap down. 20 laps to go, closing in on 15 remaining to the competition caution at 25 remaining. 25 to go. Now, Cody, my question is this: as you look at the D&M Lawn Service top 5 picker, do you see guys coming down pit road, or do you see this just slowing things down and make a run at Puryear? And if you're a guy like Stacy Puryear, you gotta hate this right now, because you know within the next 15 laps, less than 15 laps, you're gonna get a competition caution here to stack everybody with you again. He's got over 4-second lead over Wall in second.
Yeah, if you're Stacy Puryear, you want to throw a water ball out the window at race control. Knowing that you got 4 seconds. But also, it shows Stacy that, hey, I've got a good enough car. If I can get 4 seconds ahead, I should be able to hold them all for 25 laps. But at the same time, you got to think of the tire wear. You got to think of, my tires are going to cool down.
Right.
I don't think you're going to see many people. I don't think you're going to see the whole field coming down pit road again. I really don't. I could be wrong. But do I see a few coming down pit road? Yes. But again, my statistics have been wrong. But I think these last 25 laps it's going to be interesting, to say the least, to see just the different types of stuff that plays out. And you may not see nobody come down pit road. Pit road might be just a blare of dust.
35 laps to go. That's 10 laps now to the competition caution. There is Stacy Puryear He is in the lead. There's Chuck Wall in second. Jared Fryer, there's the Fry Daddy. The man out of Trinity, North Carolina, originally Greenville. Right now in the 14 up in front.
And
Jared Fryer down the back straightaway, or the front straightaway.
And I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm Jared Fryer, I don't want to pass Chuck Wall. And here's my reasoning why. You're going to be on that outside lane. So if you stay behind me for these next few laps, you get the chance at the bottom. But at the same time, if you're Fryer, you want to try to get by him because then you have a fighting chance of battling with the race for the race win on the outside as well. So, I mean, if you're Jared Fryer, you got to, just figure out what you want to do here. But you're also, if you're Chuck Wall, you got to think, do I have to hold him off? Do I need to hold him off? What do I got to do here?
30 to go. Next time by, look at the spinal down. This is for the number 2 position. It is Chuck Wall and Jared Fryer. Remember, in a handful of laps, caution's going to come out, and we'll get re-racked, restacked, and try this again. The question, the $1 million question is, everybody put it at lap 102. Who's coming down the pit lane? Who will take that opportunity? And who will stalemate and stay right there where they are for position? That's the question. We're going to find out that answer in less than 4 laps now here at the Paperclip at Martinsville, Cody.
Yeah, and man, this has been interesting just to see the different things. I mean, this has been the longest green flag run, and everybody is separated everywhere. I mean, Brendan Queen still hasn't put his there around Kyle Dudley. Hefner has fell off the train. He's fell off the tracks, but he's still holding that 50. Jake Crum fell off the track. So, I mean, there's a lot of things, but Riley Gentry, he's on the move. He is on the move, up in 6 spots. So, Sellers, Pulliam getting together.
That could have been disastrous. The 26 and the 5. Somehow, they get going back around. Here they come to the line.
Let's go back.
There's a couple of laps left. Now, hold on. Hey, hang on. Let's get to the end, then we'll show the replay. Production truck is trying to go back for a replay of what happened. We'll show it to you after we finish the competition caution. As Benny Tyrell now trying to stay on the lead lap as well. Stacy Puryear going after Sam Yarborough also as they come to the line. This is lap 175. Caution will come out. When they come back around next time by, the yellow flag will be displayed. And the shootout is on with 175 of 200 completed here in Martinsville. The yellow flag will come out. Here they come. They got to complete the lap. They will. And there's the caution. So with under 25 to go, caution is out. Do you pit or do you not go? Here's a look at a replay of what happened between Lee Pulliam and Peyton Sellers before the caution. Watch this on the back straightaway.
Too far. Let's go back a little bit.
Yeah, right about here. Yeah, maybe a little bit more. Maybe a little bit more. Look at this. Oh, boy. Whoa. Man, Cody, part of me wants to say net code.
Yeah, that's what I say. It looks like a little bit of net code.
Down to the inside, the little glitch right there. Wow. As the caution's out. All right, here it is. The question. Who is pitting? You're going to see those green lights on the pit lane entrance. Pit road will be open. Who's coming in? Any takers? The green lights are on. There they are. Who's pulling in? Nobody. Nobody's coming down pit road.
Not a soul.
Well, that answers my question. By the way, man a lap down will get a lap back. He'll get the free pass. That's Mini Tyrell. He'll go back on the lead lap. Connor Hall now stranded 1 lap down. Before the caution, 22 of 24 cars on the lead lap. Well, Cody, he's trying to strap in now. It's go time, brother.
Yeah, you got 20 laps to go. Well, we're coming about 19 laps to go when they take the green flag. 19 laps. Fryer got around Wall. So, the last laps, Fryer was faster, not faster than neither one of them. So, Chuck Wall is faster than Fryer, but Chuck Wall is also faster than Puryear. The question is, this is what I kind of talked about a while ago. Fryer getting on the outside. It gives him a chance to race to 17, but also he can't race too hard. But if you're Chuck Wall, you got to get on by the 14, because if you let Puryear get out front too far, and Puryear's dominating. Ever since he took the green flag, he's dominating. So you got to keep it. There's a bunch of things you got to keep in mind as we come to the green.
It is about to be on, ladies and gentlemen. Under 20 to go. Back to the United Rentals restart zone of the green flag. Ready to settle it here. And we will also have a 4th different winner here in the virtual AI Valley Tar 300. Because Carson Quapple, Jessica Can, and Deke McCaskill are not present tonight. They attempted to run, but they didn't make the field. Let me emphasize on that. All of them were in the running, but they did not make it in from the heat races last night. No champion and former race winner provisionals in this thing.
Nope. You don't make it, you don't make it. Oh, baby, Chuck Wall looking to put it 3 wide for the race lead.
Love it.
Fryer
Down into turn 1. Hold on to it, buddy. It's Stacey Puryear. And it's heartbreaking because you saw just how great of a virtual AI car Stacey Puryear has been. And then that competition caution comes out. Not once, but twice to him. Leading at lap number 100 and then lap 175. It just shows you how good his car is. And he's gone again. He's up for now 0.7 of a second on Chuck Wall. There goes Fryer. There goes Crum. 3 cars for the bridesmaid spot in 3 and 4.
Yeah, Puryear has dominated. I mean, took the lead from Hefner early on. It's not yet looked back. The Wall is fighting with Fryer. Chuck Wall's got to get by the Fryer or he's going to lose track of trying to reel in Puryear and run out of laps. I mean, phenomenal job by Chuck Wall to come home with a 2nd place finish here in that number 50 machine, but he's gotten by Fryer. Now he's got to go chase down 17. Nobody was faster.
Oh, boy.
Than Puryear. Puryear had the fastest lap last lap. Puryear has saved his tires. He's running slowly racing. He has strategized.
So impressive.
And saved tires, and he's checked out once again. The only person right now close enough to get to him is Jake Crum. Jake Snake.
Well, it is down to the end. And ladies and gentlemen, it is heading to 10 to go. Now 9 remaining. Unbelievable that this race is an hour and 10 minutes in and almost at the home stretch. Unbelievable. If you're not a fan of crashing and destruction, you saw that tonight. You saw domination by Stacey Puryear, but you also saw the strategy, if you will, Cody Deemer, of guys just trying to pick and find the right times to make their moves for position. If you're going to go after Puryear in 17, you better go. You better go now. 7 to go at the line.
I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, he's just dominated too much. Pure domination as you see Crum now battling with the 50, so that's going to put Puryear in more breathing room between these two. So as he comes around, he's going to take 6 laps to go here at 17.
A late race caution can happen. I'm not saying that it can't. I'm not saying that it will. But it can happen. As the laps wind down, 5 laps to go. One of the greats, one of the nicest men you could ever meet in the world of motorsports is up in front right now. And he's trying to lock himself in with his first Valley Star AI 300 with our racing family. He will join the fraternity of drivers like Deke McCaskill, Jessica Can, Annabeth Barnes. Obviously got to be happy for Jake Crum, her husband. And Jake Crum now in second, but Jessica Can has won this race. Carson Quapple. Remember one night we called him the night before, told him he won the real virtual AI 300 the next day because it was rain delayed to a Sunday afternoon. Remember, Cody, he won the race.
Yep. Yeah, we called him on the phone and it was rain because it was rain delayed and he won the race.
And now Stacey Puryear is working around the paperclip. He will see the white flag. One more lap to go. Final lap presented by W Energy. The Caldwell Banker Elite, number 17 from the Commonwealth of Virginia. The man from Sobo. The man, the myth, the legend. Stacey Puryear wins the 4th annual Virtual AI Valley Star Credit Union 300 in Martinsville. He dominated here this year, might I add.
He took him to the woodshed. He took him to the woodshed. I mean, never took the lead from Jacob Hefner very early on in the race and just kind of stayed out front, kept his nose clean, picked his time to pit, and that was it.
Time of race, 1 hour, 13 minutes. 25 seconds. Stacey Puryear, the winner. Unbelievable. Puryear, Crum, Wall, what a solid run by these guys when it's said and done. And we close another chapter for Martinsville. The results coming up. There they are. Stacey Puryear becomes the 4th winner in 4 years to win the virtual AI Valley Star Credit Union 300 at Martinsville. Jake Crum will finish 2nd, Chuck Wall 3rd. The Fry Daddy, Jared Fryer, will finish in the top 5 along with Jacob Hefner, who started on the pole. He'll hold on to a top 5 or top 10. Highest climber of the race, Butterbean Brendan Queen. I think the tires went away or used the car up. He finishes in the top 10 and 6. Kyle Dudley, Peyton Sellers, Ryan Millington, Connor Branch, your top 10. 11th and 12th will find Cole Bruce and Riley Gentry halfway through the field as you got the rest of the finishing order there, Cody.
Yep. Mason Bailey coming home 13th. Lee Pulliam 14th. Cameron Boland comes home in that 15th. Ronnie Bassett Jr. 16th. Thomas Bean 17th. Great job by him. He made a few positions from starting in that 23rd position. Chase Burrow, Doug Barnes Jr., and Jason Kitzmiller round out your top 20. With Caden Quapple still struggling back there. Sam Yarborough, and then Minnie Tyrell and Connor Hall, your 2 cars a lap down, come home 23rd and 24th.
So when it is said and done, Stacy Pureyear picks up the victory. Hey, we're going to tell you what's coming up down the road on Elevated TV and CRN after a quick break. Stay with us. There's a little sneak of it. Before we go to break, we need to pause fast also for station identification on CRN if you're listening on the radio.
Community Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. Iracing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iracing.com.
Back here in Martinsville, Valley Star Credit Union 300 Virtual AI 4th Edition over. Stacy Pureyear walking the dog on everybody in his path. That's the only way to describe it, honestly, Cody Deemers. There's no other way to describe it.
Definitely took him to the woodshed and took him out back and whipped him. So, yeah, I think he took the lead on like lap 10, lap 12, something like that, lap 8, and never looked back.
I'll tell you what, Stacy Pureyear is the man who got it done when it is all said and done, when the checkered flag fell. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the, if you will, upcoming races. And Cody, I'll let you talk about it. The next big one's going to be a pretty one special for you. The race, I've worked this race before in the past, the race for the Winchester rifle. I mean, we don't have a gun for grabs, but we are going to mimic the virtual Winchester 400 date race time to be announced soon. But you got the lineup of what we're going to do at virtual Winchester / Thompson Speedway.
Yeah, and we haven't set dates in stone yet. More of the details on that coming out here soon, but yeah, so basically we're gonna mimic the actual Winchester 400. I mean, this is my second year racing in it. I led the whole thing last year and come up a 1,000th short of the win over my teammate. So, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a Friday, Saturday, Sunday show. Obviously, you're gonna have the big 400 lap super late model race. That's gonna be a long one. We're gonna try to get everybody that we can in the booth for that one. On that Sunday. Saturday is going to be the big one for the CRA Sportsman's that in real life, so that'll be kind of a...
Well, I just want to... The Winchester 400 is 400 laps, so that's going to be crazy. Like, that's going to be... It's going to be right.
Yeah,
right?
Oh, yeah. And then you got the big 100-lapper on Saturday for the CRA Sportsman's, which we're going to use the late model stocks for our version. And then... You got street stocks, you got You'll have mini stocks. You'll have roadsters. We're going to have trucks. We're going to have all kinds of mess. When I get more details, I'll start putting details out. And then after the Winchester 400, we're going to take a break. And then we'll have the Thanksgiving Classic coming up in November. This is our
Well, don't forget about right after Winchester, it's what is it, the All-American?
Yep.
The All-American 400 at Nashville. Then we've got, of course, a Mimic Thanksgiving Classic at Southern National.
This will be our fourth year as well with that one.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool for that one, and that'll be 3 days.
And then we got the South Carolina 400, which mimics Florence, but it will be at Myrtle Beach. It'll be back at where it all started, Myrtle Beach Speedway. And then we do the Thanksgiving class. So let me try to keep up with track with all these for everybody. Tentatively, this is our plan. We do the Crown Jewels. So Martinsville tonight. Then we're going to get ready for Winchester at Thompson Speedway Park. Then it will be the All-American 400.
At Nashville.
Then it will be the South Carolina 400. Then it will be the Thanksgiving Classic. And then it will be the Snowball Derby in December.
Actually,
don't forget, all of the big marquee races we're doing. What do you got, Cody? What else?
The Christmas Clash. We got our second annual Christmas Clash coming up in December too. That we do it at Langley to mimic Carteret. This will be our second year doing that one as well.
Yes, that's right. We did do that. You're right. We did Langley Speedway in Georgia for the Christmas Clash, and I think we went to New Smyrna for Dillon Motor Speedway for the New Year's Bash.
Yep.
For the street stocks, man. And that got a lot of publicity too. So nonetheless, hey, what else you got coming up on Elevated TV besides these big Crown Jewel events, Cody?
That's about it. I mean,
like, are you doing SRX again? Or was it SRX? I think they finished up, or what? Or what are they doing?
Yeah, we finished SRX up, but we haven't really started anything back up. We were talking about it the other day, thinking about starting up a figure 8 league. It's just something interesting, something worth watching.
You'll always be able to beat your wife.
So we thought about using the mini
Hi, Sarah.
and doing that. Me and Wesley actually done it. We had a blast the very first figure 8 we've ever done.
Yeah.
That was a blast. We done it to be the support class for Slinger, for the Slinger National. So there's going to be a lot of cool things coming up. The Christmas Clash is going to be cool this year again. We got the Nashville race coming up, the Snowball Derby, the Snowflake, the New Year's Bash coming up in January. The only thing I wish they would let us do is let us do the sprint cars for AI. That way we could do a mock little 500 at Slinger until they get Anderson on here. I think that would be cool, 500 laps with the sprint cars. And there's other things we're going to be doing, but as far as that, that's about it right now, until the figure 8 stuff starts back up.
Well, as always, you can keep up with everything by going to Elevated TV Community Radio Network on Discord, social media, Facebook, Instagram, X. They got you covered. So, Cody, your final take of tonight's race, buddy. If you're listening on the Community Radio Network, we're going to go off the air, save the Martinsville event, and then we're coming right back to the airwaves with coverage of South Garner and Clayton volleyball from earlier this afternoon. We got to get that on the airwaves before midnight. That's why we're going to get ready for tip-off immediately following this Martinsville event. But, Cody, we'll do it again next year. 5th annual race. I mean, I'm not going to say it was a bad race, but it was there was boring snoozer moments, right? And bottom line, the reason why is domination was by Stacy Pure here, and I'm probably going to text my buddy. I ain't going to text him right now or call him right now, but I'm probably going to text him in the morning or call him and say, hey, Stacy, man, check out this race. Check this out. I know you're old school. Check this out. Thinking it'll probably put a smile on his face and say, hey, man, I can't believe I'm on iRacing. Secondly, I won the thing. So
yeah, for sure. Well, actually, Caden Qualpole went back and watched last year.
A fun time here, Cody. Carson Qualpole
Carson Qualpole went back and watched it last year. So that was pretty cool. And then we've had, we've had Stephen Nasty watching the Slinger Nationals. We've had a lot of big names watching these things, and ever since I started doing these, I've always loved doing them.
We have.
And it's always a good time. We can get up here, we can laugh, we can joke, and you never know what you're gonna see. You go to, something like you go to a track like tonight,
You're right.
You go to a track like tonight where, it's a snooze fest basically with domination, or you go to a racetrack like Slinger where you have 17 cautions. So you never know what you're going to get to see.
You're right.
With the AI. That's why we like doing this. This is why we're fun. And, you never know who's going to win. You might see somebody that can win.
Well, we're going to have an amazing group of people put together, no doubt about it, as we mentioned, coming up for what is to be the battles for the next big broadcast. As we mentioned, the Winchester 400 at Thompson Speedway Park. That is where we're going to be in October. Follow all of us on social media. We'll let you know, and we thank you so much. I'm sorry, Braxton DeWeese. We were hoping you would have showed up. Ryan Tomford was going to call the races on Sunday, but whenever the schedule changed, he had obligations in Greensboro today, so he couldn't be there. But when it is all said and done, it's always a privilege, pleasure to work with my friend / producer / color man, Cody Deemers. I'm Wesley Outland. Thank you so much, as we're 48 minutes to my 42nd birthday. Whether it's real or virtual, God blesses me to do this for a living. I'm thankful for it. To have another year. Thank you, everybody, so far for messages wishing me a happy birthday. 48 minutes to actually October 1st, but hope you have a great rest of your week. Hopefully, everybody is doing good on down the road. And for Cody Deemers, I'm Wesley Outland. Thank you all so much. Congratulations, South Boston, Virginia's Stacy Puregear. He joins Deke McCaskill, Jessica Can, Carson Quapple as winners of the virtual AI Valley Star Credit Union 300. Will do it again in 2026. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for watching or listening. This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of Elevated Broadcasting. Elevated TV would like to thank all of our fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.